Welcome to Different Walks, Different Talks. Today we have a new guest on our show, surprise guest. People might not know because I didn't have him on the schedule. It is Christian, and he did track, and he's doing a gap year currently, and he went to Kenya for 2 months to train. So if you want to introduce yourself a little bit, Christian.
Yeah, so like Angus said, my name's Christian. I'm 18 years old. I went to Assumption. I actually had a math class with Angus, really smart guy.
Yeah.
But I kind of just took a gap year after I graduated high school just to train for running and prepare for uni, like in 2025.
All right. So a lot of people, like some people, they don't do gap years. So if you want to talk about like your choice of doing the gap year, why you did it, and like what's your plan when you go to uni afterwards?
Yeah.
Stuff,
Yeah. So near the end of grade 12, like I was hoping to go on a scholarship to the States, in 2024, like that, starting that year. But I had some injuries, so I didn't really get to run the times that I wanted to. So we decided like taking a gap year would let me train. I'd probably meet a lot of people, work, get extra money. And then Kenya was also up there, so that was one of the bigger things. And just improve my time so that in 2025 I can go to the States.
Oh, how did you get the opportunity to go to Kenya? Like, how did that come about?
Yeah, so my coach, he goes there because like he kind of grew up in that area.
Oh,
so
really?
He was born in Somalia,
okay.
moved to Kenya.
I see.
And then eventually moved to Canada. But he goes there like every year. And last year he went by himself and got like all these contacts with people there in like all the main cities.
So he kind of set up his little program thing.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Set it up.
So for track, like what type of things do you do? Like what type of runs do you do? Like a distance and stuff? Like I'm not too sure. Yeah.
So I do anywhere from like 800, 15, 3K, and even steeplechase as well.
So what exactly is steeplechase? I see it's like an obstacle course of running.
Yeah, so it's like four like barriers that are 3 feet tall, and then there's a water pit that's I think 6 feet long.
Oh, it's always designed like that. Yeah. Like some barriers in a water pit. Yeah. It's not like some random thing you can just build yourself, like an obstacle course. Okay. Nah. I thought that was what it was. And then it's like fastest time through this thing?
Well, you just do whatever the distance is. So like in high school, it's 2,000 meters. So it's like either 4 or 5 laps.
Oh.
And then
you just keep dipping in water and coming out and then dipping. Doesn't your shoes get heavy and stuff like that?
You wear like thin shoes and you don't want to wear socks because then it doesn't weigh you down.
Right, yeah, that's what I would say. Okay. So do you want to talk about like your Kenya experience then? Just dive right in there. Like first day you land, how did it feel?
So we landed in Nairobi, the main city. It was like 10:30, 11. By the time we got through customs, some guy picked us up.
Yeah.
Drove us to a hotel and we kind of just slept. The next day we got we met with one of my coach's friends, so one of his contacts there, and he got us like a SIM card, got us cash, got our own bank account with all these like Kenyan.
Feels kind of sketchy.
But so that was kind of just like the setup, and then we ended up flying that day later in the afternoon to.
Oh, you flew there to the place to you train.
Yeah.
Oh, so, it wasn't a drive. It was after.
No. The drives and the roads are not. It takes a while. Yeah.
But the roads are not very built.
Capital. We went to the West Coast on the beach. We were there for like 4 or 5 days just to like vacation a bit.
Oh, was that nice?
It was hot, but it was like really nice. The food was like amazing.
Oh, really?
People they're all right. But
what do you mean by people?
Like some of them were like just like nice, and then some of them were like rude. But then after that, we flew to the eastern part of the. I'm mixing it up. It was the East Coast, and then we flew to the western part of the country in the mountains, where we were going to do all of our training.
Because it's like high altitude.
Yeah, high altitude.
So initial landing, like how did it feel like compared to Canada?
In the altitude, or
no, like the whole country, like the feel of it.
It was just warm.
Yeah, just really warm.
It was warm, yeah, and it was kind of just different, like the architecture, like it was.
And
just
infrastructure?
Was it like? It was different. Like.
Was it like less developed in Canada, you could say, or like?
Yeah, I mean the capital city was really well developed. Like, there's a lot of parts that were nicer than Canada.
Oh, really? Yeah. Wow.
In terms of like,
it's just like the fringes and like outside areas, like highway, like beside the highways and type of area. Yeah. Apparently, there's like way more people in Kenya than Canada. I didn't know.
I believe it's
like 52 million or something.
52,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, and here it's what, like 30 million?
40
million. Yeah, it's more people there. Did it feel like there was more people there? Not really? Was it like more?
because like we were just like really in like the smaller towns, so
Right,
it
right.
wasn't like
That's
we didn't
why.
see a lot of people, but like still.
Yeah. So how was like initial like training wise there? Actually, wait. Can you talk more about like how you trained here at first? Because I don't really know to do the comparison. Like, how did you do like track practice and stuff? Like, what do you exactly do when you
What
do
do I
track?
do?
Yeah, because I have no clue.
Um, I
Like to
guess
get fast, like what do you do?
it really just depends on the distance, but like you first want to build base, so kind of just like build up your mileage a bit, like every few weeks, right?
What does it mean
Just
by build up the mileage?
so you get more kilometers in your legs, so that over time your legs get used to that distance,
Okay.
and like running more, so that they are not as heavy when you have to run a shorter distance but quicker.
Okay, so if you were to prepare for like 4K, do you do 4Ks?
Like I would probably do a bit longer. So like
So you would run like
yeah.
6K, 7K?
So like if I'm training for the 1500, I would preparing into it. I would probably like start doing like some 5K tempos, which is just like a pace that I can hold the whole time,
Okay.
or like 1K on, 1K off,
Oh, I
and
see.
then that would be the base. And then you get once you do the base, then you're able to do the speed because your legs can kind of handle it.
What is a 1K on, 1K off? Is it like 1 kilometer you're running and then the next kilometer you're walking, or is it like
Like you're like you could either do like really slow jog, or you could do like a float where it's not slow but it's like not quick, so it's
so you
just
can
like
handle it? It's like a
you can handle
relaxing
it.
type of
Yeah,
period, and then you do a K of like sprinting or like a K
a
of you
K
push
just
yourself?
like quicker, something that like would be pushing, but not like you're gonna die out within like the first like 300
I
meters.
see, and that's how you prepare for something like a 1500.
Yeah, that would be the base, and then you just do a few workouts or a week or two of speed on the track, which would just be like 400 meters or 600 meters just to get that speed in.
So wait, you do those as well, like during the
Yeah.
week? So wait, so what is your like week structure then? Like a week, like how many days do you practice and stuff?
I run 6 to 7 times a week, so
Like every day you're running.
yeah. So
You don't get tired? Like no break days?
sometimes I'll take a break day on Fridays,
Okay.
but like if I'm feeling it, then I'll go for a run.
You don't feel tired, I guess, like running, right?
Not all the time.
No. Okay. Well, it's different from me. I die after like I do like a day, 2 days, and then that's about it, and then I have
Yeah.
to rest a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like over time, your body
Over
gets
time
used to
you
it. That's
build
what
it.
like the base building.
And was there any like specific like techniques when you're doing long distance? Because I know short distance they have some sort of like technique wise and stuff, right? For long distance, is there like technique like
form?
like form, right? Form, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I mean just swinging your arms and not like leaning too forward, but not like keeping your like back straight up.
Yeah.
You kind of just want to be like a little bit, like a little
A
angle,
little bit lean forward.
just to carry you a bit, and then your arms you just want to keep them swinging, and your legs as well.
And is it like you have to get in more like a what's the word, like more frequency of steps when you do long distance? I've heard it's better than like big strides and like less strides, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, like with long distance, you kind of want to do. I don't know how many steps it is a minute, but I think it's 180.
Okay.
That's the cadence.
Oh yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you track your cadence and stuff like that?
My coaches will look at me running and they'll say if I need to like switch up anything.
Oh, switch up cadence or anything. And what are some tips they give you normally when they look at you run and stuff like?
They just focus on the arms, make sure that they're even, and I'm not like moving my upper body too much. It's just
like swinging around and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just want to be pumping the arms, I guess. That's what,
yeah.
that's what they're always saying.
So like okay, so like, do you think that helps you as well for in terms of time? Like when you have all the form right for like a race, it really helps.
Because like you're wasting less energy, so then you have more later on. Because like, if you have really bad form, then you're just gonna die a lot quicker.
So what's like the longest distance sort of competitive thing you've done?
Longest like race?
Yeah. Have you ever done like a marathon, like a half marathon or anything?
No, like I've done a half marathon in like training, but like it was just like an easy pace. I wasn't pushing it.
I see.
In a race, I think the longest I've done is 6K, and it was a cross country race.
6K cross country.
Yeah.
How does it feel when you like do a race? Like, what is your mentality going into that sort of thing? Because for like sports and stuff, it's like you kind of get hyped and you have a game, it's over. But like for that, it's kind of different. I feel.
Like
how do you do it?
It depends on the race, really. Like if it's a qualifying race, like provincials or like before provincials, then I'll have a set like place in mind that I try and aim for. So going out, I'll try and be in that front pack.
And how do you tell like when like what place you're in? Because there's so much people running and kind of they space out, right? Like I don't get how you
see. Like if you're aiming for a place, you kind of just want to go out with the lead pack because then it's easier to count.
Right.
And then you just want to keep chasing them down until you're in the qualifying spot.
Are there any like sort of strategy to that stuff? Like some guy like he's hiding behind the pack and then he sprints at the end or something. Are there strategies like this?
Yeah, there is. Like if you're running like in the lead group, you don't want to be leading because then all the wind's on you. And you
Oh, the
kinda wanna
wind is
be-
on you?
Yeah.
You have to
The
think about
wind-
aerodynamics?
Yeah.
Really?
It makes a
Really?
difference. Yeah.
No
because,
way.
Like there's been races where like I've been like second,
Yeah?
and like
And you felt the wind.
I was behind the guy.
Oh, so you're
And
fine.
like you kind of just want to be right to like his back right a bit, and just like following his steps and everything because he's blocking the wind and kind of like pushing you forward.
No
And then
way.
near the end, you just
no
pick
way
it
you
up.
feel it. Do you actually feel that though? Like
Yeah.
he's blocking the wind for you?
Yeah, it
So,
makes
like,
a difference. 'cause
So
then
who
once
would
you
want to
take
be the lead guy then?
There's always someone that wants to lead.
Oh
but,
yeah.
like,
Okay.
Sometimes like I'll just aim like just a few places behind.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I've heard it like in biking, right? They do like the
Mhm.
leading wind and stuff. I didn't know running it was still like that. I thought
Nah,
since you're running, it's
yeah.
not really like that. Oh, it
Especially
is?
on the track too, it makes
Yeah?
a big difference.
Dude, does your coach ever talk to you guys like about strategy and stuff going into races? Like Christian, go to the very back of the pack and sprint at the end or something like that.
Yeah, like it again. It depends on the race and like who I'm racing with because like some
Okay.
guys.
So you switch up your strategies?
Yeah, like or
Okay.
else I've raced them before, so I kind of know how they race.
What do you mean how they race? Like to me, it's like okay, basketball, like how they play, right? I
Yeah.
understand. Like some guys like to do like layup, like dunk, or like they go from the left side, right side. Like for running, like how do you tell? Like what does the guy do? I thought all they do is run. Like
Yeah, so
what is
like
the difference?
some people I've raced, they like to like just go out straight from the start and then just try and create like a gap.
I
And
see.
then other people, I kind of like to do is like stay at the back of it and then build your way up.
Mm-hmm.
But it really depends who I'm racing because sometimes like if I know I'm racing someone that likes to go out, then I'll try and go out with them and just stay behind them until the end, and then I'll kick them or try to.
So like if you structure a race, right? So the beginning, there's like some people trying to pull ahead, and then some people like lead pack, and then there's gonna be a middle and a back pack, right? Sort of thing. And like, does it get to like the very last kilometer? Everyone starts like doing their sprinting and stuff to like try and pull ahead. Like, when does that really happen?
Well, like on the track, it could be the last lap or two, so like 4,800 meters. But in a cross country race, it's usually the last K.
Last kilometer?
Leading up to it, yeah.
Does that get like frantic when you're doing the last kilometer, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if you're in that group and like you have the energy, then you could stay with them. You're just going to be running quicker than you were throughout the race.
Right. Have you ever had like guys trying to trip you over or anything like that? That doesn't happen.
I've had a race where like it was on a track and this guy was like clipping my foot like the entire race.
Bro.
It was fine though. But
what?
I still won, but
oh well, okay, that's crazy. That like they're actually like that unsportsman like that.
Yeah, like I don't think he was doing it on purpose, but like I could just feel it. Like on the curve every time he would just clip me.
Oh my god.
If you vibe with this combo, drop a like, leave a comment, and hit that sub button. We'll catch you next time on Different Walks, Different Talks.